These people are not Jewish. In my view, they are Satanists, and
This
they have infiltrated our faiths, and we have to come together to
anti-Semitic is
recognize
something
this.
that was created in the last 150 years by Zionists and the Jews to disarm and disengage anybody from a conversation about them, so that no one can, debate them or even question them about certain things. They'll quickly slap you with the term anti-Semitic, just like they did Candace Owens and also Dan Bazurian and tons of other people throughout the last 150 years. Okay. And to be truthful, it's a lie because, the Arabs are Semitic, the Persians are Semitic, but in general, everybody on the planet is Semitic. I'll give you an example of this. Jesus Christ, right? Which is the last genealogy in the Bible, and it's the only genealogy that matters, had one physical parent, which is Mary. And through his one physical parent that is Mary, he is a descendant, if you read the genealogy, the descendant Bible, a descendant of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, all three of Noah's sons. And so is everybody else on the planet. Because for the first 7 years after the flood, for the first 7 generations after the flood, the children of Shem, Ham, and Japheth all commingled and cohabited with one another. They all intermarried with one another. It was God that had to break them up when they built the Tower of Babel. So, next time someone used that term anti-Semitic, tell them, how can you be anti-something you actually are? Where does that term even come from? But it comes from anybody who's a descendant of Shem. So by that definition, the Jews are not just the only people that are Semitic, so are the Arabs. I mean, the word Arab is a Semitic word for mixed. So are the Persians. So, don't let people disarm you and disengage you from a conversation with that terminology because it's false.
It's that type of nature. But it has nothing to do. There is an interesting thing, though, I'd like to throw in. A lot of witches do wear the thing called the Star of David. David was long dead before that star was ever drawn. His son drew it. And it's called the hexagram. And the word to curse or to hex comes from the hexagram. And when witches practice magic, they draw a five-pointed star to stand in, and they call demons up in the evil sign, what we call the Star of David. So before Christians start tying it around their neck, that's called the demon star or the Death Star. And that's why it was drawn. For a few people that might be confused about the Solomon aspect, when he backslid,